Silly string used in robbery. Home Depot, the practice store, the makeout store, the store that you use to prepare for the big time. I've had at least 4 Home Depot stories this year. Off the top of my head, there was the guy that would go in, he would put doors on a cart and then wheel said doors over to the refunds and exchanges for store credit. And when they wouldn't give him store credit in that store, then he would leave and go get store credit from another Home Depot to the tune of about $300,000. Salem Police Department was called to a Home Depot store after 3 men left without paying and sprayed employees with silly string, according to reports. Are you sure they were men and not a bunch of 5-year-olds standing on each other's shoulders? Because this is just childish. Police responded to the Home Depot on East State Street in Salem just after 7 p.m. Sunday for reports that 3 men left the store without paying for a cart full of items. Reports state employees attempted to approach the 3 men when one reached for his waistband, suggesting he had a gun, while another man brandished a knife before spraying the employees with silly string. You know what? That would have been my last day as a Home Depot employee. They don't even respect your establishment enough to give you a proper robbing. At this point, it's all kindergarten and shenanigans. The men left the store with the unpaid items. No identities or descriptions of the men have been released at this time. A bunch of 13-year-olds in platform shoes and baggy clothes. The report stated they drove eastbound in a dark sedan. Since we're already here at Home Depot, why not double the fun? Man arrested after stealing nearly $5,000 of items from Nashville Home Depot, yelling outside store for hours. The burning question is, what type of fool gets caught red-handed and instead of using that huge window of opportunity to cut his losses and get away, would rather sit there and argue over his stolen merchandise? A 51-year-old man is facing a long list of charges after police said he stood outside a Nashville Home Depot for hours, yelling at staff and customers when employees caught him with the stolen merchandise. The charges stem from an incident that occurred on Sunday, November 5th, after Metro Police were sent to the Home Depot on Powell Avenue to respond to a report of a man that was cursing and yelling outside. Another burning question would be, what was that police response time looking like that this dullard had enough time to sit there and argue for hours? You're lucky you didn't have a can of silly string. This might have actually made the news. Employees allegedly told officers that the man, identified as 51-year-old Christopher Turner, walked out of the store with a cart full of merchandise earlier that day. An arrest report states Turner returned later, loaded up another cart, came back for seconds, and got angry when staff asked to see a receipt. How dare they? Authorities reported Turner then stood outside the store for hours, yelling at customers and employees until officers arrived. Turner allegedly refused to tell officers his name and told them, "I own everything. I can do what I want." According to an arrest report, Home Depot staff then showed officers surveillance video which showed Turner taking $4,525 worth of merchandise outside. Stealing from Home Depot not once but twice in the same day, and then having the nerve to be highly upset when they stopped you the second time is insane. Just like Walmart is America's unattended shopping cart, Home Depot has to be America's unattended toolbox. Metro Police said when officers tried to place Turner into custody, he resisted by tensing up and trying to hide his hands, and allegedly told one of the officers he would hunt him down and kill him once he got out of jail. You don't say. Good Lord, I would have tased him until his body produced the most violent bowel movement that you can ever see come twitching out of a human being. You should have quit while you were ahead. Turner was taken into custody and now faces several charges, which include felony theft of merchandise, felony retaliation for past action, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and trespass.